Well, hello there, Gemini. How are you? It is so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing your mid-June reading. This is good from now until mid-July. We'll take a look at what's going on, especially with the summer solstice and the full moon in Capricorn, both of those this week. So the seeds that you planted in the spring are going to start harvesting, or I should say growing, for the summer months. And that full moon in Capricorn is helping you to see like what has been holding you back, and closing out something so that you can have a fresh mindset about perhaps those seeds that you planted in the spring. All right, let's take a look and see what is on the horizon for you. All right, you have protected by angels. You are cherished by the angels. Wombat spirit, be at home, and reflection, healing, transformation. Really kind of powerful energy here. For some of you, this is the Virgo energy, the Hermit energy. You could be dealing with a Virgo. You don't have to be. But both of these are about going within, okay, listening to your own intuition. Because I feel like you have a situation protected by the angels. A situation that's coming up for you where it's about not taking fast action, okay? And I feel like whatever this is may come in fast, and you may, because of that, feel like you have to react very quickly to it. So it could be a new job offer, it could be a new love, it could be something like that. But this is a little bit about understanding that it's fine to go slow with whatever this is. And no matter what, you are protected by the angels, understanding that your spirit guides, your allies, are on your side while this situation is playing out. I love this. I'm going to say, Gemini, healing, transformation, right? Part of this could be somebody returning from the past. So let's see where this goes. Because transformation, yeah, and they're showing me, okay, the Three of Swords. Something, and it doesn't have to be a person, it can be a situation. It's actually, you have the law of attraction, community. Why? Wow. Deep knowing. Poised. Okay, whatever this is something that you have been wanting or thinking about for a very long time. So it could be a career, it could be a job that you've been wanting for a long time, or you had at one time. It's kind of like either something that you wanted or wished for a while ago, okay? And you may have even kind of like, yeah, this is really, really kind of interesting, because I feel like this takes you by surprise, and yet at the same time, it's kind of like, you already know what this is. I'm going to put it that way. This is kind of like the deep knowing, because it's almost like I'm getting butterflies in my stomach, because it's kind of like, okay, this is kind of like, wow, it's like something that you've been wishing for a very long time. And yet when it occurs, when it's like on your doorstep, it's almost like, oh my gosh, like, how did this happen? Yeah, wow. Oh my goodness. I think for some of you, this could be a relationship. Whether it's a new relationship or somebody returning from the past. So it could be a new relationship. Like if you've been wanting a romantic relationship for a very long time, and maybe you've been single for a very long time, does not mean that this person, a person is coming back. It could be that. But there is definitely something that you have been wishing for a very long time is coming true. And it's so funny because I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out why I'm like so, it's almost like I'm anxious. It's like a very, wow, kind of like anxious feeling here. So let's see what we have here. Yeah. there's a burden that's being dropped so that this Ace of Cups can come in. I feel like this is a relationship. I really do want to say that, Gemini. I think it's a relationship. It could be, if it's not a relationship, it could be somebody that wants to invest in you. And it's kind of like something you have been wanting for a very long time. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups with the Three of Pentacles. Something coming back together. Wow. It's just like this flush of anxiety. I feel like there's something that is going to have to be said here. You have the storm warning, okay? The throat chakra. Conversation that's coming in very quickly. Somebody wants to transform something, okay? Ten of Pentacles is the energy where it could be of an investor, okay? Or somebody coming in and, you know, suddenly your finances are completely transformed. Or it could be a relationship, because the Ten of Pentacles, you see the family energy there, right? Like a family community coming back together. So it could be a family situation or a romantic situation, something coming back together. And it does require, I'm going to say, this is not, I think the reason I'm getting that sense of anxiety, that feeling of a pit in the bottom of my stomach, right, is because this is a conversation that you're going to have with somebody, okay? That is, it's kind of like, I feel like this is like one of those moments, and you could even just like see them on the street or whatever it is, and all of a sudden you realize, I have to have this conversation. I have to speak my truth. I think they're coming in to speak their truth very quickly. Yeah, angel balance. Could be dealing with either a Libra or just this person wants to come in and bring balance, harmony, happy family. Yeah, second chakra. It could, for some of you, if you are estranged from an adult child, it could be that you're getting a message from them, or it could be another family member. There's a lot of child energy here, I'll have to say, a lot of family energy. And it could be, you know, a romantic partner that maybe you had children with or thought about. It's a victorious energy here, okay? And I think you're actually anxious about it. It could be that you somehow you have practiced what you would want to say or something like that. But see, this says be at home. I feel like this is you understanding. This has something to do with home, a home environment, and the people. Okay, so either extended family or close family or romantic. There's somebody coming in, and it's kind of like out of the blue. And this is, you know, the Between the Worlds card. You could have not had any communication with this person for a very long time, and then suddenly the message I'm getting with this card is a little different than normal. It's kind of like out of the blue, right? Out of the gray. This person pops in, right? And you have the World card and the Star. Something from the past is kind of like a difficult situation from the past is definitely closed out with the World card, and a new chapter that is beginning. But here's the Star card. This is that, again, that energy of wishing upon a star and having your answer, your wish is coming true. Your wish is definitely coming true. You know, and it could be, you have the King of Cups here, so it could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But it's kind of like, I feel like at one time, the two of you went different ways, and suddenly there's like this revival, the Six of Wands again, this sense of victory, of people coming back together, of understanding, okay, yeah, that this can work out. I don't feel like it's not one of those situations where, like, maybe they're showing me, like, you know, the man and the woman that are running towards each other, with the romantic music playing, right? And their hair billowing in the wind or whatever. And they're running towards each other across a beautiful green meadow on a sunny day, and they embrace. And it's not like that. It is in a way, but it's not, because there's a conversation that has to occur. And this person may literally show up on your doorstep or ring your doorbell to have this conversation. It is coming in out of the blue, okay? However that may occur. Okay, so let's take a look at your obstacle. Yeah, you have a leg up, and this is, a gift from the universe, but you're undecided. I'm going to say that if you have been, like, this person has been coming into your dreams, or, for some reason you've been thinking about them, or somebody's mentioned them lately, or something like that. It's kind of like part of the problem is that you couldn't decide, do I close it out? Because we have the World card again. This is your obstacle. Do I close out this situation and allow myself to move on? Or am I holding myself back, waiting for this person to come in, right? And I feel like your spirit guides and angels are saying, listen, Gemini, you can't wait on this anymore. So we're going to let you have that conversation. It doesn't mean, I feel like this person perhaps does really, because there is this sense of healing, wants to heal this situation. But you have to have that difficult conversation. You have to allow yourself to speak your truth. That is going to determine whether you really reunite with this person or not. I think they're coming in. They want to reunite. But that's why you're getting this sense of reflect, right? Listen to your heart. Your heart may want, part of you may want to really reconnect with this person. But when you have that conversation, when you allow yourself to speak about how painful this situation has been, or what it is, you have healthier boundaries now. You've done a lot of healing for yourself. Standing in your power and speaking your truth about this situation is what is going to be required in order for you to be able to determine, do I really want this person back in my life or not? And, part of you, I feel with this indecision card, has also been that you haven't wanted to have that conversation. That's a difficult conversation to have, right? Because I feel like this is a situation where you overgave to this person, and now it's kind of like allowing yourself to stand up, to have respect for yourself, to be honest about your feelings in this situation. It requires you to be vulnerable. And I feel like this person did hurt you significantly. And to be vulnerable to someone that has hurt us is difficult. Now, here's the thing, Gemini. I am not suggesting that you see this person and then you spill your vulnerability all over the place, right? And share your feelings. That's why it's important for you to go slow. That's why it's important for you to kind of like use your intuition. Feel your way through this situation. It's not about holding back, okay, so much as allowing yourself to have those healthy boundaries right from the very beginning of when this person shows up in your life. Wow, Judgment card. Yeah, you do not see this coming. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles. I really feel like this is somebody that maybe you are married to, or it could be a business partner. King and Queen of Pentacles is really kind of like, a married couple, but it doesn't have to be. But this is a romantic partnership. We have a Judgment coming out of the blue. We have the full moon in Capricorn this week on the 21st. So there's that full moon. But your spirit guides and angels, they have been working behind the scenes for this to come together. Hermit energy again, okay? So it's kind of like, I feel like this is coming. And we have, I feel like, wow, this is coming. This is a twin flame. It could be a twin flame because we have the Hierophant and the High Priestess, right? A spiritual connection that at one time did end. Very confusing for you. Now you're getting the clarity. They're coming in to give you the truth. Ace, yeah, it's kind of like, I know it's so interesting. You have to have the strength to allow yourself to say, what is it that your Ten of Cups is? Your Ten of Cups could be totally different than it was when you were with this person. It's about allowing yourself to really be strong. And I feel like this is somebody that can come in, sweep you off your feet, right? But you're then going to be back in that same world. This is you saying, no, I'm not repeating that pattern. If there is healing in this situation, right? You have the World card twice with the Star. If there is healing in this situation, in this connection, then we have to close out that last chapter. We have to have those difficult conversations. We have to go slow. We have to have new rules of engagement for the next chapter in life. Yeah, this is kind of like, I feel like this person has been watching you for some time. Once again, I'm going to say, you see how the moon is up there and he has like the telescope looking at the moon there? I feel like this person has been coming into your dreams. It's kind of like they're coming into your dreams, even if they're not. So interesting. I don't think I've ever had this before, where it's kind of like, I feel like this person may come into your dreams and they may not necessarily be a big part of your dream, but it's almost like if you've been having dreams where you spot them spying on you or something like that, I'm telling you, they're checking on you, like in the dream world. Like, what is Gemini dreaming about? Who is Gemini dreaming about, right? And they could be checking on your social media, asking friends about you, something like that. Okay, you have what you need to know, truly, is that you have the angels on your side, okay? This is something that you have tried to manifest. Keep that in mind. You have manifested this, and it is coming in. And allowing yourself to kind of like, I feel like this is, okay, get ready for this conversation, but it is also about, because they're showing me, you know, that the romantic couple running towards each other, right? But it's also understanding that's in the movies. I think there's part of you that is there is going to be some intense embrace with this person. But after that intense embrace, I feel like there's a conversation, right? There's a conversation. I think this person is ready for that conversation. Believe it or not, I think they are. I think it's kind of like, are you ready for that conversation? And you are. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're definitely, okay? The lies, the sense of holding back, both you holding back and the other person holding back, keeping secrets, not sharing, okay, information with each other or whatever that is. Look at this. You have the Wheel of Fortune and the World card 3 times. 3 times. This is like a new chapter with this person. Page of Wands, good news coming your way. Yeah, after a long time of feeling like, you know, you're not worthy enough for love or whatever. If this is a new person coming in, and it could be a brand new person. If it's a new person coming in, because I think we had the Ace of Cups. Yeah, we did. So it could be a brand new person coming in. If it's a new person, it really is about allowing yourself to have those healthy boundaries that you have worked so hard for, Gemini, right? Having those healthy boundaries and not getting caught up in the, you know, in the embrace of it all, right? It's kind of like, okay, you can have that moment where it's kind of like, oh my gosh, right? Like this, but it is about allowing yourself to leave behind, okay, any of those like secrets. And when I say secrets, I mean like you're not sharing how you truly feel. Like you could be saying a little bit of one thing to the person, but you're thinking something else in your head, right? And I'm not saying you're lying, but it's kind of like a little bit of not sharing the whole truth, right? You could have had people in your life that didn't share the whole truth, held things back from you, and then you may have understood that part of your difficulties in relationships is that you weren't completely open and sharing with the other person, whether it was romantic, family, friend, work, whatever, right? It's kind of like, well, I'll kind of like share the good stuff or whatever, right? It's kind of like, no, this is a new opportunity to be totally open and vulnerable. And to allow yourself to do that, but to go slow. You don't have to jump into it. If you've had relationships before, especially romantic relationships, where you just jumped into it, this is an energy of go slow. But it's also about don't hold back, right? Speak your truth from the very beginning. Yeah, because this is a Two of Cups. A victorious Two of Cups. Yeah, after a long time of being kind of like caught in your head, doubting whether love was ever going to happen for you, whether this is new love or a love returning, whatever you have been wishing for is coming your way. Okay, whatever you have been wishing for is coming your way. Wow. Beautiful energy. Okay, so let's pull a guidance card for you. And Gemini, I do personal readings, so if you're interested, the link is in the description box below. I'd really be honored to do a reading for you. All right, so let's see what we have. Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's when it's fulfilled. Okay, so I'm chuckling because that is so interesting. It's like what I said is that you wished for this a while ago, whether it's a romantic partner or somebody coming back into your life. You wished for this a very long time ago. Right? And it's almost like you wished for it, and you may have held on to that wish for some time, and then you were kind of like, yeah, well, it's just not going to happen or whatever. And that is exactly when it comes in, right? When you detached from the idea of, I have to have love in my life in order to be happy. I have to have love in my life in order to be fulfilled, right? When you allowed yourself to say, I don't have to have a romantic partner. I'm happy as I am. When you really can say that and mean it, okay? It doesn't mean that you've given up on love. It just means that you have found fulfillment in your life by who you are and the other relationships that you have in your life. When you step into that energy of saying, I don't have to have a romantic partner in order to feel fulfilled in this life, they pop in. Whether this is somebody from the past or a new person, it doesn't matter. This is a true gift from the universe, but it is about going slow. It is about using those communication skills, that sense of vulnerability that you have acquired, all right, over the past perhaps like 9 or 10 years, okay, because you have the 9 and the 10 of Wands. When you've allowed yourself to, the skills that you have learned, it's about using them. It's not about saying, oh my goodness, this feels so good. Out go the healthy boundaries. It's like, whoa, okay, this is worth putting time and energy into it. You know that it is. You have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Just such a loving energy, grounded, right? Just an energy of using your intuition, using your heart to help guide you in this relationship. Wow, powerful. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I really do appreciate you and all of your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.